One of the key ideas at Coaching Cultures is that every person has his or her own unique microculture. Whether you grew up in the same street or on the other side of the globe from your colleague, each of you will see and live things differently. That might seem strange or even frustrating, but if you have a strategy to identify and put words to the differences, then you can navigate them more successfully. When it comes to cultural intelligence, one of the key sets of tools are the cross-cultural continuums. They were made famous by Gert Hofstede. Since then, many have added to them and made them their own, like Sherwood Lingenfelter or Tina Stoltzfus-Horst, just to name two. Each has its own uniqueness, but there's a lot of overlap, as you'll see from the lists here. For the next few minutes, consider with me the risk-caution continuum as developed by Tina Stoltzfus-Horst. The spectrum deals with how someone feels about change. As a concrete example, think about how your company develops a new business plan. Someone on the risk side of the continuum is very comfortable with being flexible, keeping their options open, and staying adaptable. There's a desire to try new things and to find new ways of doing the same tasks. Innovation and differences are interesting and exciting. Some experts have called this nonlinear. Those leaning toward the risk end of the continuum will enjoy the ideation stage and considering all the possibilities for the new business plan. On the caution side of the spectrum, rules and reliability are valued. That which is different and new can cause anxiety, and change usually comes more slowly and incrementally. Those leaning toward the caution end of the spectrum will wonder why a new business plan is needed and will likely need more time to think through the process, experiencing considerable stress. So with that continuum in mind, think about that person or those people in your team that can frustrate you. Where are they on the risk-caution continuum? Where are you? Sometimes just knowing that your colleagues are at the other end of the spectrum can defuse a tense situation. You can recognize that they aren't as comfortable with change and they need more time to take a decision. Or that they're frustrated because change isn't coming more quickly. But what can you do if that's not enough? What can you do as a work group to help each other navigate the differences? Try these ideas. Have everyone in your work team fill out a cross-cultural values self-assessment or a similar tool. There are loads available. Use part of your next team time or staff meeting to talk through where each person is on the risk-caution continuum. Challenge each person in your team to think about how someone on the other end of the spectrum feels about change and how your department or your work group approaches innovation. If your team knows each other well enough, come up with 2 to 3 practical actions you will commit to together to help navigate change friction. This could be a simple check-in question like, are all of my ideas overwhelming you? Or, can you give me a couple hours to consider that great idea? Another action could be a separation of tasks in your work group so that those who enjoy change can focus on that and those who are less comfortable can work on ongoing tasks. Each of us will have a different approach to change. Being aware of the variety, giving language to it, and finding simple, practical ways to work with the variety will make you a better team, and your collaboration will be much more enjoyable and productive.